Thank you. I was in therapy for depression, and my therapist wanted me to tell him something adventurous, something to live life on the edge. So I told him I wanted to be like the President of the United States. He says, okay, you want to make executive decisions and face hostile nations? I said, hell no. I want to go back to dating black women. You see, over the years, I've dated a lot of white women. For some reason, I can relate to their struggle of wanting to be accepted in the black community. The interesting thing is, I've actually dated white women that acted blacker than me. Asked me to help them out because they spent their rent money at the club. Can I co-sign for a car because their credit is bad? Shit made me feel proud to be a black man. Growing up, I would hear brothers on the street corner tell me that this is a white man's world, there's no place for a black man. And it took me to have two biracial sons to understand what they meant. See, being biracial, they always have two options. They have a white option, and they have a black option. Let's take my youngest son, for instance. We always talk about what he wants to be when he grows up. White option, he could be a pharmacist. Black option, he could be a drug dealer. White option, he could be a bank president. Black option, he could be an armed robber. White option, he could be a lawyer or a prison warden. There's no more options, because by now I've beaten the black off his little two-tone ass. He has to learn this is a white man's world. Yeah. Shit. I've noticed a lot of parents live their lives through their children. I got the opportunity to do the same this past Christmas when my son was chosen to play Jesus at his school play. Being the father of Jesus is very demanding. It's a very serious task. One of the difficult tasks I face now is how do I discipline Jesus? I tried that, what's that stuff you white people do with your kids? That timeout? I tried that timeout. He went around the house, took the batteries out of all the clocks, talking about Jesus, he can stop time. So I hit him on his butt with my belt, and he's looking at me like he had worse. I hit like a little old bitch. Said, okay. So I pulled out a picture of a cross and told him, I brought your ass in this world, I will take you out. Now get your little ass upstairs and write some scripture. Now here's the kicker. His little brother comes downstairs talking about, Daddy, the white Jesus called you a prick. The black Jesus said he's gonna send one of his disciples to kick your ass. Facebook, this thing on Facebook that's driving me crazy is prayer requests. I have this one friend, she's always asking us to pray for her. Pray, pray, pray. Pray for this, pray for that. Well, she comes on and she asks us to pray for her because her kidneys are failing and she's going blind in one eye. So I just got to the point, I said, okay, I'm gonna take care of this once and for all. And if you guys want to join me, you can bow your heads. Dear Lord, being that you haven't answered any of my other prayer requests for my friend, could you find it in the kindness of your heart to put this half-blind help out her misery before she starts pissing on herself? And Lord, now that I found out I'm the father of Jesus, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Shit. I'm a single, heterosexual man, and as you heard, I believe in God. And I believe a lot of things that happen in my life are because of God's will. So this whole issue about gay and homosexuality, it doesn't bother me either way. Who's to say God might make me gay one day? And I have two options. I could be a lesbian and still date some of the finest women in the world, or I can be a football player and be the #1 draft choice in NFL. Thank you guys, y'all been great.